Hello everyone. I hope I'm audible. Can someone confirm?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. This is the sixth TA session for drug delivery principles and engineering. We'll start the session now. I'll first share my screen. Let me know if you guys can see my screen. Can you all see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So in the last week, tissue engineering and drug delivery in tissue engineering and implant associated infections were discussed. And based on those topics, there are some assignment questions from previous year that we are going to solve now. I'll start with the first question. The question is, which one of the following is incorrect about biofilms on implant surfaces? It prevents antibody penetration to the bacterial surface. It sequesters bacteria specific ions and nutrients, increases antibiotic interaction, enhances virulence of the bacteria, prevents macrophage bacteria interactions. Which is incorrect among these options?
Ma'am, it increases antibiotic interaction.
Okay. Anybody else would like to answer? Which of these is incorrect about biofilms on implant surfaces? Okay, third option is correct. It increases antibiotic interaction. This is actually incorrect about biofilms. So, all the other options, that is preventing antibody penetration to the bacterial surface, uh, sequestering bacteria specific ions and nutrients, enhancing the virulence of the bacteria, and preventing macrophage bacteria interactions, is all correct about biofilms. And it prevents, instead of increasing, it prevents antibiotic interaction. Here is our second question. Why are stents used in blood vessels for tissue engineering? You have to select two correct options. The options are to heal blood vessels, to prevent hemorrhage, to open occlusions from vessels, to bypass a blocked artery or vein, to help grow a new blood vessel in its vicinity, to prevent senescence, to cause further damage to excessive blood vessels, to increase diameter of blocked blood vessel, hence increasing fluid flow.
It's option three and the last one.
Option 3 to open occlusions from vessels. Okay. And last one. Okay. Anybody else? Anyone else would like to answer? You have to select two correct options here for stents that are used in blood vessels. Anyone? Option 3 and the last options are the correct ones. It opens occlusions from vessels and to increase diameter of blocked blood vessel, hence increasing fluid flow. So because of deposition of cholesterol, there are blockage in the veins, arteries or veins, and then to open up this, a catheter with these kind of stents are inserted into the blood vessels where it it is expanded with the help of balloon, and then you take out the remove the guiding wire, and then it stays in place, opening up the blood vessel to allow more blood flow. Okay, we have our next question. Which of the following methods would you use to prevent bacterial adherence on device? You have to select two correct options. Which of these options would you use to prevent bacterial adherence?
Ma'am, regular smooth surface and
And
hydrophilic surface.
Okay. Anybody has any other answer? Yes, these two options will be correct: regular smooth surface and hydrophilic surface. So these two surface will provide you less area for adherence, or less interactive forces for cells to adhere. Which We have the next question here: which implant device has highest rate of infection? You have to select one correct option. The options are dental implants, vascular grafts, mammary implants, penile implants, heart assistive device, and fracture fixation devices.
Heart assist devices.
Sorry?
Heart assist
Heart
devices.
assistive devices. Okay. Anyone else?
Yes, ma'am, it's a heart assist devices.
Okay. Yes, both of you are correct. It would be heart assistive devices. And in heart assistive devices, estimated number of inserts is 700, and the mortality rate is really high as compared to other different kind of devices or implants. What are the common approaches used to reduce implant associated infections?
Sterilization and surface modification.
Okay. Anybody else? Two correct options among these which are used to reduce implant associated infections.
Ma'am, sterilization and surface modification.
Okay. What about others? Yes, both of you are correct. It would be sterilization and surface modification. Sterilization naturally removes all the bacteria and most of the live cells basically, and surface modification, like we studied before in the previous, like in the previous answer, sorry, question, to remove the bacterial adherence, you can use regular smooth surface or hydrophilic surface. This is kind of surface modification. So using these techniques also you can, these are basically common approaches to reduce the implant associated infections. Okay, we have the sixth question now. Which one of the following is not a feature of implant infection? I'll give you some time to go through the options. Let me know what you think the correct answer is.
Tissue healing.
Tissue healing, okay.
Tissue healing.
Okay. Anyone else? Anybody else would like to answer? Tissue healing is the correct answer. It is not a feature of implant infection, and due to implant infection, there is growth of bacteria, biofilm formation, and all of those things that leads to adhesive bacterial colonization that leads to biofilm formation, and then resistance increases the resistance of host defense and antibiotics, and also turns some of these into virulent bacterial species. And until it is removed, there is persistence of infection, and because of this it cannot interact with the host tissue, so there is absence of tissue integration, and there is some tissue cell damage and necrosis around the implant. Now we have a question on biofilm. This is the seventh question. How biofilms inhibit host defense mechanisms? You have to select a false statement here.
Option 2.
Reducing virulence of the bacteria in biofilms. Okay. Anybody else?
Option 2.
Okay. What about others? How biofilms inhibit host defense mechanisms? Okay, option 2 is the correct answer. Reducing virulence of the bacteria in biofilms and making them susceptible to immune effectors. Rather, it's the opposite, and it increases the virulence of the bacteria. We have the next question here. Which of the following is an advantage of decellularized matrix? You have to select two correct options here.
Option 3 and 4.
Okay.
Option 3 and 4.
Okay. What about others? Only two people are answering most of the questions. Anybody else? Anybody else would like to answer? Okay, option 3 and 4 are the correct answers. The matrix does not trigger immune response, and the network of natural ECM is suitable for growing cells. We have the next question here. Which of the following is not an objective behind tissue engineering? You have to select two correct options here.
Option 3 and last one.
Okay.
Option 3 and 6.
3 and 6, okay. Which of these is not an objective behind tissue engineering? What are the two correct options here? Option 3 and 6 would be the correct answer. Embedding cells like neutrophils and macrophages in scaffolds to enhance the inflammatory profile of the damaged tissue, or embedding cytokines like interleukin 1 beta and matrix metalloproteinase 13 to create more damage to the tissue. Both of these are either increasing the inflammatory profile or damage to the tissue, basically more damage to the tissue. Rather, tissue engineering focuses more on regeneration or replacement of the damaged tissue. So these two are not an objective behind tissue engineering. Here we have a numerical question. Consider that the proteins adsorb on the surface of an implant using a monolayer model. According to the Langmuir adsorption isotherm, theta equals to Kp upon 1 plus Kp, where theta is the ratio of sites occupied by the molecule and total sites available for adsorption. And K equals to 2 per millimolar, and P is the concentration of the molecule. A cytokine is trapped inside a chamber at concentration of 2 millimolar. If there are 10 to the power 5 total binding sites, how many of them will be occupied at steady state? Assume equilibrium concentrations and write answer as multiple of 10 to the power 4. Okay, we have one answer here. The correct answer is 8 only. So let's see the solution. So here theta equals to kp by 1 upon kp, and theta is the sites occupied to total sites. So k is given as 2 millimolar inverse and p equals to 2 millimolar. So if we put these two values in the theta equation, this gives us theta equals to 2 into 2 by 1 plus 2 into 2, basically 4 by 5, which is 0.8. Now theta is sites occupied by total sites. So the number of sites occupied would be theta into total sites, which is 0.8 into total sites, which is already given in the question, 10 to the power 5. So it would be 8 into 10 to the power 4. Since the question asked for answer as multiple of 10 to the power 4, the answer would be 8. Okay, this was our last question. If anybody has any other doubt in any question or wants me to go through all the questions again from the start, you can let me know. Any other doubts in any question? Anyone has any doubts? Hello. Do you have any doubt?